First, cut your zipper down to the length that you need. For this first zipper, I only want the end to be 1/2 inch long. So I'll need 1/2 inch plus another 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Next, measure the width of your zipper tape, and then you'll need to double that and add 1/2 inch for seam allowance. This one's 1 inch wide, so I'll need 2.5 inches for the width. For a tab that's 1 inch long, you'll have to cut your fabric 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches. Make sure to watch till the end because this longer one will have a slightly different method. Start with your fabric wrong side up, then fold that top edge over 1/4 inch and then crease along that fold. Fold with right sides together, matching the top and the edges. Using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, stitch this edge together, back tacking at the start and finish. Trim all the threads, then separate the seam and press open with your fingers. Turn the zipper over to the wrong side and insert it into the tab, matching the ends and the centers together. The tab should fit snugly around the zipper tape. Again, with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, stitch the edges together, back tacking at the start and finish. Hold the sides of the zipper together and flip the fabric down, keeping that bottom edge folded over. Pull on each side so that the corners are nice and flat. When we close this bottom, we want to make sure these inner seams aren't going to show, so just poke them in a little bit before stitching the edge. You can either just stitch this one edge or all around the tab. Close it with an edge stitch, back tacking at the start and finish. To make the 1 inch tab, fold the fabric, stitch, and open up the seam just as before. But when you insert the zipper, don't just match it at the ends. You're going to need to pull the tab up until there's 1/2 inch of the zipper tape showing. Stitch 1/4 inch from the edge of the fabric, back tacking at the start and finish. Flip the fabric down, close the bottom with an edge stitch, and also edge stitch all around the tab, pivoting at the corners and back tacking at the start and finish. These tabs finish nice and flat without any seams at the sides.